Dustin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And off we go on Thursday night. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. He's keeping it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
And the Browns bringing out some extra defensive backs. We got dime on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get, it's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
That's taken on the 7. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He stopped inside the 10. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Bronco switch.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Johnson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To the air, 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. That play's going to stand as we saw it. The penalty declined, and it's 2nd down coming up. They design this off left tackle. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On 2nd and 4. Complete over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. They'll try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 37 on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, sack.
On 2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Sack. Set go.
Setting up a throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Peyton Wilson! And the Steelers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
This is Johnson heading right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. Connects with Johnson. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the gun here. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Martin Emerson with the pick. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Browns. facing a 3rd and 9.
Ready, ready. Let's go. Ready.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. He's got a man left. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here we go. Set.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Set. Set, go.
They'll throw it. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Street.
Trying again following the sack. Looking for a target. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give left side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 4. And that gives the Browns a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They go play action on 1st. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it yet again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready. 60 Bobcat, go!
Pass play coming here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Johnson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
They'll try Johnson again. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's third and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Back to throw now. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Trap 60. Huh.
From the 37. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Johnson up the middle. Into the second level past the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Finds him over the middle. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Has room down the left sideline. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. On is Hopkins for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. This is ahead for about 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Here's 2nd and 5. Catch made by Austin. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go.
He'll throw it. He finds Johnson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Browns get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Mavericks.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Connection made to Judy. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. Starts the return at the 34. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. He picks up 16 on the good return. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now give to Johnson, coming right. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. Wilson's got it. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw it again. Gets himself. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Another try following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the red zone. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And guys, man, that's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown! His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, put some heat on this deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 36. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To throw here on 1st down. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
At the 60, at the 60.
2nd and 10 now. Connects on the crosser. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
19,
He'll throw it yet again. Finding Judy. And this one does not go far. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
They're throwing it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He'll go quickly to the right. Touchdown, Cleveland. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut the lead down to 15. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's Johnson. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. He can't hang on to the pass. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Steelers set to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this is a worm burner. He did not hit that one well. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing this back in the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing it again here. Pass is caught at the 9. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. And the kicking team's got it! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's completed right side. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers lead by 14. So the Steelers